Imagine this. You're sitting beside a woman you genuinely care about. The conversation is effortless. She smiles, she laughs, everything feels natural. Then the moment comes when you wonder, should I hold her hand? Should I hug her? Or should I do nothing at all? Many men believe attraction is built with perfect words, but female psychology tells a different story. For many mature women, it's not the expensive gifts, flashy confidence, or rehearsed pickup lines they remember. It's how a man makes them feel. The right kind of respectful, welcome touch can communicate warmth, emotional security, affection, and genuine interest, sometimes more clearly than words ever could. But here's the important part. These aren't tricks to make someone fall in love. Every touch we'll discuss only belongs in a relationship where it's welcomed, comfortable, and mutual. Real attraction grows through trust, respect, and emotional connection.
The warm greeting touch. Picture two different men. The first barely looks up and says, "Hey." The second smiles warmly, makes comfortable eye contact, shakes her hand gently, or if appropriate for their relationship, lightly touches her upper arm while greeting her. Which interaction feels more personal? Most people remember how someone made them feel in the first few seconds. Psychologists call this the first impression effect. A calm, confident greeting creates emotional comfort. It communicates, "I'm happy to see you." Notice something important. Confidence isn't rushing into physical contact. Confidence is paying attention to her response. If she seems comfortable, relaxed, and engaged, that greeting becomes the beginning of emotional trust.
Holding her hand with purpose. Holding hands may seem ordinary, but emotionally, it's incredibly powerful. Think about couples walking through a park. Some hold hands absent-mindedly. Others naturally reach for each other's hands during meaningful moments. That small gesture quietly says, "We're together." For mature women, consistency often matters far more than dramatic romance. Holding her hand while crossing the street, walking together, or simply sitting beside her creates a feeling of partnership. The psychology is simple. When affection is calm, consistent, and freely welcomed, it builds emotional safety over time. 3. The gentle touch on her back. Imagine you're walking into a restaurant together. You lightly place your hand on the middle of her back, not to push or control her, but simply to guide her through a doorway. It's subtle, brief, respectful. Done naturally, it communicates attentiveness. It says, "I've got you." Many mature women appreciate partners who notice small details, opening a door, matching her pace, helping her navigate a crowded space. The touch itself isn't what matters most, it's the care behind it. Actions often reveal character more clearly than words.
4. The comforting hug. Life isn't always easy. Everyone has stressful days, family responsibilities, work pressure, unexpected disappointments. Sometimes a mature woman doesn't need someone to solve every problem. She simply wants someone who feels emotionally safe. That's where a genuine hug can become powerful. Not rushed, not distracted, just present. Research has shown that warm, welcome physical affection can help people feel calmer and more connected. A sincere embrace says, "You're not alone." Often, those few quiet seconds mean far more than a long speech. Because comfort isn't always spoken. Sometimes it's felt. 5. The forehead kiss. Of all romantic gestures, few carry as much emotional meaning as a gentle kiss on the forehead. Why? Because it isn't focused on passion alone. It communicates admiration, protection, respect. It tells her, "I appreciate you for who you are."
Many mature women value emotional intimacy just as much as physical attraction. The forehead kiss often represents affection without expectation. It's peaceful, comforting, and memorable.
Small gestures like these often become the moments people treasure for years.
6. Gentle, reassuring touch during difficult conversations. Imagine she's sharing something deeply personal. Maybe she's talking about stress, a family concern, or something that's been weighing on her mind. Many people immediately begin offering solutions, but emotional connection often starts somewhere else. Listening. A brief touch on her hand, if she's comfortable with it, or a reassuring touch on her shoulder can quietly communicate, "I'm listening. I'm here. You don't have to face this by yourself." Mature relationships aren't built by always having the right answers. They're built by creating space where both people feel heard, respected, and understood. Presence is often more valuable than advice.
7. The goodbye touch. Have you ever noticed that people often remember the ending of an experience more than the middle? Psychologists sometimes refer to this as the peak end effect. The way you say goodbye leaves a lasting emotional impression. Instead of rushing away, pause, hold her hand for a moment, share a warm hug, smile, look into her eyes, tell her you enjoyed your time together. Simple, sincere, intentional. These final moments create anticipation for the next time you'll meet, not because of grand gestures, but because she leaves feeling appreciated. And that's something people rarely forget.
The biggest secret most men miss? Here's where many men get it wrong. They search for the perfect move, the perfect line, the perfect technique. But mature women usually aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for consistency, kindness, emotional maturity, respect. The 7 touches we've discussed today only have meaning when they're backed by genuine care and mutual comfort. Without trust, a touch is just a touch. With trust, it becomes reassurance, connection, love. Real attraction isn't created by memorizing techniques. It's created by becoming someone who makes another person feel emotionally safe. That's the kind of connection that lasts.
So, let's quickly recap. A warm greeting, holding hands with intention, a gentle touch on her back, a comforting hug, a forehead kiss, reassuring touch during meaningful conversations, and a heartfelt goodbye. None of these gestures are dramatic, yet together they create something far more valuable than excitement alone. They build emotional security. And emotional security is often the foundation of lasting love.
If you found these insights helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content on female psychology, attraction, dating, and building healthy relationships. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 touches do you think creates the strongest emotional connection, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read as many as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.